Another night, another dream, but always new. It's like a
Banger.
vision of love that seems to be true. Another night, another dream, but always new. In the night, I dream of love so true. Another night, another dream, but always new. It's like a vision of love that seems to be true. Another night, another dream, but always new. In the night, I dream of love so true. In the night, in my dreams, I'm in love with you. How you talk to me like the first. I feel joy, I feel pain, I feel the same. When the night is long, I'll be alone.
DJ Sequence.
In the night, in my dreams, I'm in love with you. 'Cause you talk to me like the first two. I feel joy, I feel pain, 'cause it's still the same. When the night is coming, I'll be alone. Another night, another dream, but always new. It's like a vision of love that seems to be true. Another night, another dream, but always new. In the night, I dream of love so true. Another night, another dream, but always new. It's like a vision of love that seems to be true. Another night, another dream, but always new. In the night, I dream of love so true. In the night, in my dreams, I'm in love with you. 'Cause you talk to me like the first. I feel joy, I feel pain, 'cause it's still the same. When the night is long, I'll be alone.
Look around and see the beauty of the sky. Here for you and me, a wonderful life. Look around and see the beauty of the sky. Here for you and me, a wonderful life. No need to run and hide. It's a wonderful, wonderful life. No need to laugh and cry. It's a wonderful, wonderful life. Here I go out to see again the sunshine.
Right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all winning, despite the fact that the market is not particularly joyous. I've got the absolute legend Jim Talbot joining me for this stream. So any questions you've got in the chat, please fire away. Jump in at any point. We've already aped a shitcoin called Let's Kick, based off the wonders of Telemetry, with the score of 125 on the whale moves, which we'll talk about as the stream goes on. Big shout out to Bonkbot, or Telemetry by Bonkbot, rather, for supporting the stream. Obviously, you've all signed up with the ref link that's in the channel, so thank you for supporting. You round trip so much money last week. Yeah, that's been kind of the state of the market. We'll do a really quick kind of just what we're thinking of the next week, 2 weeks, 3 months, 6 months kind of view of the market, and then we'll just really jump into kind of Jim's journey, at his movement from, you know, trader to product manager or product development. I don't know what his official title is, if that's even a thing. As product manager at Bonkbot, or Telemetry by Bonkbot, which is obviously in front of me. So yeah, without further ado, can everyone give a big welcome to the legend that is Jim Talbot? Jim, can we hear your beautiful tones?
If I manage to unmute myself.
Excellent. How's that for the stream? Is that
Technology.
Is that too loud?
How's it going?
Yeah, good, mate. All good this end. I mean, the market's not so much, but
Oh no. I think we just bought the generational top on kick as well.
yeah, I mean, if I wasn't losing enough money on like my spot Bitcoin, then the top blasts on kick. I mean, I might as well just average down, right? That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
Now, look, you can't lose. Impossible.
that's a good strategy.
Yeah, exactly. Just DCA until you blow up. But how have you been, man?
Yeah.
How have you been? You haven't been particularly like active on Twitter, in terms of you know, shit posting loads of cat memes and giving us your round trip, don't round trip, take profit kind of legendary viral clips that we see every now and again.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really analyze the market as much as I used to, so I don't particularly have much worth saying anymore. I don't think. You know, when you feel like you just said everything you want to say, and you can either regurgitate it over and over again, or just go do something else. So I decided to go do something else.
Yeah, you went full build mode. So what made you sort of change the journey, the direction from trader and speculator and gambler on degenerate shitcoins to building a product?
Well, I think with the trading, like, I've never really enjoyed. I don't know. I've never really got joy out of, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it sounds stupid to say, but like the win, like, making money from trading never really was the fulfillment for me. It was like building strategies and things. And I don't know, the market changed so much as well. Like, it became quite, you know, very slow for someone ADHD like me. It became very slow and kind of you couldn't just kind of jump on and scalp very much, and it kind of just didn't really suit my mindset very much now. So I just kind of was looking, soul searching, I guess, for like what's kind of gonna bring me a similar thrill, but in a different angle altogether. And I've always been really fascinated with product, mainly because we've tried so many products over the years, and you find the products you like, you find the products that are annoying. Most of them have their annoyances, so kind of like come at it with that mindset of like, how can I make something that's not annoying, that's useful? And also, like, even just like the element of like working on a team for the first time, like in my life, really. I mean, I did a bit of like working on a team when I was in construction and stuff, but trading's very solitary and lonely, really. So like working and like having team wins and stuff feels really cool, interesting, and rewarding. So,
Yeah,
and
100%.
and as far as like meme coins in general, I kind of like how cutthroat and savage it is. Like, some people think that's a negative, but that's kind of why I like crypto in the first place. Is like, it's more PvP, you know, and I like trying to beat other people as opposed to, I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. It's like the trenches are literally relentless. You know, you can get rugged 10 times in a day and then pull a 50x out if you really, really want to. You know, it is brutal.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, your sort of ADHD, like, you know, I'm similar in terms of the way I like to trade is rotational altcoins, right? Well, there's fucking zero volatility basically, unless it's to the downside on alt rotations at the minute. It's just such a a piss poor way of trading, and it kind of continues to be a bit minus EV compared to like trench trading. Like genuinely, it's just stuff like you're trying to play a rotation on like Fartcoin and stuff, and yeah, there was like 2 months where I basically traded the shit out of Fartcoin, but that was kind of it. Since then, it's been a bit like 4 hour swings, and that's it.
Yeah.
You can't really do the intraday rotational trades as well.
Yeah.
Still a very good mechanism and like way to get decent entries and join trending coins, etc. But yeah, it's very different than it was a year or so ago.
And even like, I feel as though the only times I get success now trading like major stuff is you have to have like unrelenting conviction, because the price action is so disconcerting and like low that it's very easy to like just kind of mistake it for weakness. It just feels weak all the time, even when it's kind of trending. Like it'll go up for 2 days and then it'll kind of retrace the majority over the next 2 weeks and then it'll go up again. And it feels like, it feels like spot holders heaven really, as opposed to a trader's heaven. If you have real conviction in the upside and you're patient, it kind of works that way. But there's not many instances where I like feel really comfortable in my position.
Yeah, I get that. It's kind of like, I've seen it all 100 times now. I'm not like max conviction on anything. Like I got big bags of certain coins and stuff, and I'm, happy to hold them for a while. But I'm not like, wow, this is sliced bread. This is the 2025 equivalent of sliced bread on the blockchain. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't have something that I'm like, yep, I should just get every penny I've got and fucking stick it in there, because most things have been done, and there's a lot of things that can be done better, obviously, and there's a lot of ways that we can interact with crypto much better, i.e., telemetry. But in terms of like general crypto stuff, I don't know. I don't know what like people keep asking me what the next narrative is, and it's like I don't know. I don't think we've done most of them, haven't we?
Yeah, exactly. I kind of feel like, I think one of the reasons I sort of was really interested in Bonkbot initially and like bullish on this space. It's kind of bullish in in a sense because it's bearish in terms of like you're saying, there's very sort of reduced outsized gains in the sort of traditional crypto market. So I kind of feel we're just going to keep getting this separation between Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, and meme coins. I think there's basically going to be two avenues where you can either get the slow, grindy returns on the majors, or these young guys that might get $50 to $100 a week spare from their paycheck. They're not going to go and buy, Doge, Bonk, BNB. They're not going to make any money. And it feels like societally collectively, it feels like there's this unspoken rush to make it, because it almost feels like we all kind of feel as though it's a ticking time bomb. And in order to make it, you basically got to go far out on the risk curve. And it feels like meme coins are kind of here to stay in that sense.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, meme coins are like tokenized attention, aren't they? I think you said the other day about like the Ibiza final boss meme and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that's a meme that just cropped up, bosh, there it is, runs to 25 million market cap. You're early, you stick $500 in at like 200k market cap, bang, there's a fucking huge chunk of change if you held that for more than like a few hours. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
bang, there's a new car, there's a deposit on a house. Like, how the fuck are you going to turn that kind of money into that kind of, return in that kind of time anywhere else?
Exactly. And like, I see a lot of people complaining about the extractive nature of meme coins, and yeah, they are. But like this market in general is extractive, but crypto's always been extractive. It's still in that extractive phase, And and people complaining about bundled supply and all this. Like, it's there, and if you can sort of navigate it and find edge in spotting those good bundles and stuff. This is not something I'm particularly good at, but I know like some really big traders that trade huge size that have really good methods of spotting good bundles, so to speak. And they're making loads of money. It's like a feature, not a bug kind of thing. And I think people get focused on the stigma and the bug, and they complain and they complain. I've been
Yeah.
before,
Rather than
but
just ride the wave. Oh, these
exactly.
guys have bundled this coin, they're going to send it up and then dump on us. Alright, well, if they're going to send it up, why don't you just fucking buy and dump on them first?
Yeah.
Question mark.
So, but yeah, I kind of like how savage it is. Reminds me of the old days.
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of like, on like, what is it? Bitmex and stuff like that, like the troll box. Like, it's like, the kind of abuse that people used to get flexing their life positions and stuff, like I'm gonna liquidate you, blah blah blah. Like, run the
Yeah,
stops of the remaining plebs. I need a new Ferrari or whatever it is.
yeah, exactly. It's no different.
Yeah, and I think that to me is what like crypto is all about in terms of like it's that like we're at such a boring stage. I'm gonna just talk about Bitcoin briefly because I just want to like jump on the market in general. Like
Yeah, let's do it.
for me, like I don't know. We are, still in reasonable uptrend. We've got this like meme parabola kind of going. It's kind of looking a bit shitty right at this point in time, just in terms of like my personal thoughts around like this current trend. This current uptrend. This is not exactly great.
Yeah,
I've been like, well, if we lose this, essentially, if we take this low and come back like under here, and we don't just instantly bounce from this like 108k area, then I'm pretty much donezo. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not calling
yeah,
cycle top. It's just like if we re-accept in here, then it's probably going to go back to like 100k, and I just don't want to be stuck in like a downtrending piece of chop like this. Like I shorted the top here, held pretty much all the way around here last time. But like I was comfy as fuck. Like while everyone else was crying, like it was nice. I probably won't do the same here, but I'll certainly get out of spot bags and stuff and just chill for a bit
yeah,
because I think general momentum will be similar to this. But I don't know. I'm just not as excited in general about Bitcoin anymore. Off the back of what's been like a nearly 3-year cycle. Since this low. It's 2.5 years through. I'm not sure the whole 4-year cycle thing is like the same as it
yeah,
was, but the idea was we're going to sell our coins to bankers, and we have.
yeah.
So
I know it's pretty insane. But yeah, I'm kind of you. Like, we're so tied to TradFi as well, and we kind of got to factor in like September seasonality, which is generally not that good. And then we're kind of locking in a bearish divergence on Nasdaq and ES, which doesn't look too pretty. Just going into that seasonal period. I did try a dip buy yesterday, but I closed it for a small loss because I was kind of looking for a quick. I was on Solana. I was looking for a quick, like weekly open retest, but which it might still do, but kind of pretty weak on the bounce so
yeah,
far.
I mean, my thesis on Solana is, and this kind of fits in nicely, I guess, with like telemetry, is that I think from a high time frame perspective, it's one of the nicest charts in terms of you've got like consistent higher lows up here. This would be a nice higher low here, and I'm waiting for some strength to basically long and get in like this kind of swing position. For a couple of reasons, I guess. That if we can, maintain this structure and actually break out of this massive consolidation, I think it runs. I think it gets like an
Yeah,
ETH style run. So it's something I really want exposure to. But why? And this was the outlook I did for Paragon on Monday. Why would I be longing it in a downtrend when it's shown me no strength yet? So I
yeah,
need it to just give me like a literal break of diagonals, some relative strength, some range reclaims on like lower time frame, just something to give me that like yes, Charlie, there is some strength here, but it is
Yeah.
like the highest. It's like on like top of my I want a bag list, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I got quite a few views on Solana really. Like I agreed. Like one view for me is I like in all the time I've been in crypto, I've never known a market complete a cycle with like a high time frame SFP. Like usually it will do the first stab and then eventually it will go into price discovery. So I kind of have quite a strong view on that, which is one of the reasons it's kind of been a main focus for me. Um, but it's at that point now where I think one thing that's playing into it is the easy hedge the entire cycle. You basically like the market cycle has gone from previous cycle, everyone was over allocated to ETH. You saw a redistribution of that money in ETH into Solana and into Bitcoin. Now I think you're kind of seeing the reverse happen, not necessarily with Bitcoin, but I think everyone got over allocated to Solana. It's stagnated. And now I kind of think the unhedging and unwind has happened on ETH, which has caused it to rally, which has caused people to then rotate their Solana back into ETH. And then Solana is probably acting as the hedge that ETH was in the first half of this cycle, or whatever percentage of the cycle. So it's kind of showing weakness relative. But as far as levels, like right now, I've kind of got my eye on like that 172 level. I think you've got it as your stop loss on that.
Yeah, probably that sounds
Great.
about right.
I'm kind of looking for like, let's see, because yeah, like my initial trade yesterday didn't work out, so I'm kind of just gonna stay patient and see what happens if it gets to 172, and like because honestly, I think if it doesn't get a good reaction at that 172, I fear this kind of slow grind up since April might break down, and it wouldn't surprise me if we get some like much higher time frame, like daily double bottom into this like 120 zone, and then we kind of maybe get a stab at it mid next year instead.
Yeah, 100%. Like
So
I want to join the start of an uptrend. I want to see a higher low on a decent time frame or a breakout of mean diagonals or whatever.
yeah,
With the market in general showing some strength, like I'm not a dip buyer like you. Like I'm never the guy that like fucking bids this. Do you know what I mean? Not ever. Like it's just yeah, I can't do it, not anymore. But yeah,
yeah,
I can see it. It's just a massive fucking range. Like, and that would coincide with Bitcoin dropping from 113 and going down what we talked about, like way back down here and failing here, and then you get that pain, and then actually we come back up. And from like a high time frame weekly perspective, doesn't look too unreasonable, right? To have a decent pullback. Like if that was a 5-minute chart, you probably wouldn't give a shit
yeah.
about it.
I
But
mean, honestly, like it'd be pretty brutal, but it wouldn't, Let me just check my chart. Yeah, it just wouldn't shock me if it came all the way back into like 96 and just ranged again. Because like how many times do you see it where it creates a range? Like if you look at that initial range between November and February, like if I was kind of looking at that, if I was looking at this as like a 4-hour perspective, it's kind of done like a under over of that range, and it wouldn't surprise me if it gravitated right back towards the point of control and just chopped again. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of sitting on my hands because I think it doesn't look too good right now.
yeah, that's fair. I mean, I know a couple of people who have like hedged at the highs and have done very well, but that ain't me, not this time. I literally thought that this was just gonna sort of full send and we were gonna carry on, but the classic bullish at the top.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just one of those. I mean, are you excited about ETH or anything else other than kind of Solana, or are you just pretty much
Not
sticking to
really.
kind of BTC? And
I mean,
if it
to
plays
be
out,
honest,
Sol.
I don't have any money in a leverage account anymore. I've stopped leverage trading
Oh
because
well.
I just don't have the time to manage it because of my workload now. So I generally, like, with me being sort of fully involved with BonkBot. I just look for kind of spot plays on Solana, so I'm not really interested in shorts anymore. I just try and play spot bounces and just kind of keep trying to, like, the most recent trade I made on Solana was like 170 up to 206 on that bounce last week,
Oh wow.
which was that was a really nice trade. And then I was just trying to look for the aggressive long for continuation around this level, which it might still do, but I'm just kind of waiting now because it's a bit.
Yeah, it's pretty like meh,
Yeah.
just slow.
I tried a long on Bonk as well, actually,
Oh yeah.
last week, but it failed. I kind of thought it was going to hold around that. I can't even read the numbers. I'm getting too old for that many decimal places, but around like 245 or something, but it failed.
Yeah,
I
down
thought it
here
was going to
somewhere.
hold there and bounce, but it's pretty
Yeah,
incredible seeing Let's Bonk's volume drop off so rapidly, actually. It's pretty staggering.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty wild, isn't it? Looking at this and just going like look at it, just literally 36,000, 35, 31. You know,
It's crazy.
how does it go from like 600 million to fucking?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not 35,000. That's my eyes. 31
Yeah.
million.
We're washed. We're
Mate,
washed, honestly.
it's a good job I'm not an accountant anymore. Holy fuck. Yeah, your tax bill is 31,000. Oh no, 31 million. My bad.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm washed,
I
mate.
mean,
Washed.
we definitely bought the top on kick as well, by the way. It's my bad.
Yeah, I'll send you an invoice for the
Yeah.
my trade. I mean, I might as well double down now. Do you know what I mean? Like just
Fair enough. That's never
Oh.
moving ever again. I bought this
I know.
flow coin just now. It's up 6% right now.
Gee, well, look at you, mate. You fucking like.
It's
Was
not
it
even
off
in the
this?
list anymore. Horny. What's horny? Let's look at horny. Oh,
It's a bit spicy, isn't it?
yeah.
It's just up and to the right, but again, top blast, 3 mil market cap.
It's always 3 mil where it fails. It's like 2.8 level always fails.
Cloud9.
I've found with like the well moved stuff, that 30 to 40k up to 80k is a sweet spot, and then like 80 to 250k, and then that's about it really. Any more than you. But I fumbled that final boss one. I bought that at like 380k and sold it at like 700k, and it went up to 40 mil.
Jeez. That's wild. Did you find it off the whale moves down here?
Yeah, I did.
That
And I
is
was like,
mental.
lock in the 2x.
Lock it in now.
Classic boomer.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, isn't it? Like, do you find that it's sort of, I guess, difficult to hold some of the on-chain meme coins because you're a bit conditioned to just like scalp and take some profits?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, it is literally your video, isn't it? Don't round trip take profits.
Yeah. And I've never been, even like, if I hold a moon bag, I'm still just like hardwired to be like, sell it. Just fucking sell it. Like I did that. I did it. I think the only really good trade I made in the last few months was the mask, cat with mask.
Oh yeah.
I got in at like 100 and something K and held it to 13 mil, 14 mil. That was a good one. I think it's just called mask.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right.
Say that now.
It's 7 mil.
Oof.
Well, I mean,
Carnage.
it peaked at 33. Like, that's fucking wild.
XBT has joined the chat.
Peaked at 33.6 mil. It's pretty fucking incredible. Like, if you
Yeah.
got in that early. Holy shit.
Yeah, I didn't hold that. I sold like 13, 14 mil, I think.
Still.
Pretty good.
I mean, I'm just too slow. Like, I just look at some of these. I think, what was the one that I did all right on? It was like diarrhea or something. Yeah, it was like, I can't remember, they had a really good slogan and it just made me laugh. And I was like, all right, I'll put some fucking Sol in here and just see what happened. Oh, that was it. Yeah, it was diarrhea. This shitcoin's gonna run. And I was like, man.
The ones that hurt the most is obviously like I do obviously doing a lot of product testing for like features I've been working
Yeah.
on. And you'll throw like 0.01 sol at them to test just to make sure stuff's working. And those will be the ones that do like 100x, 10x, 100x, and you end up making like
A Sol.
$4 or something. Yeah.
Brilliant. Cheers for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what makes you, I guess, the most excited about like building? Like you said about, I don't know, working with people and actually, I don't know, you were never motivated by, and I know this from talking to you, to be honest, that you were never motivated by the money. It was the process, it was the challenge, it was the
Yeah.
building something, it's like a game that you can complete, right? It's a great video
Exactly,
game
yeah.
trading. And it was that
Yeah.
challenge that drove you. Like, what bits of like telemetry are you particularly like proud of, and what's coming that we can,
Yeah. Well, the feeling that is very similar, almost identical, is closing a trade in profit. The same feeling is like shipping something to production is the same feeling as like closing a trade. It feels really epic. You know, when you see it live in production, and it kind of started as an idea is actually really fucking cool. And then you know the fact that you get to work with galaxy brains that you basically give but you know basically my job is basically drawing something on a napkin and then giving it to people much smarter than me to basically turn it from a napkin into something that people can use like
Yeah, this is what I want, make it happen.
yeah, so I'm very fortunate and I can assure you I don't do the hard work. I just come up just make sure it gets is on track basically. But it's so fascinating, especially with the on-chain stuff. The thing that's just there's unlimited possibility for product when you have all of this on-chain data. Like the limitation is basically your imagination as far as like what is possible. And for me, like I don't know, I'm really focused on just trying to give people good signal so that it can basically be in trades. Like I've never been one that enjoys like heavy analytics and analysis. I always like I've always my trading has always been boiled down to like the simplest form of like signal, lowest what do you call it?
Like lowest common denominator or whatever.
Exactly. So that's kind of what I've tried to emphasize so discovery is kind of like my main swim lane in BunkBot. And I've just basically, to be honest, I've just tried to build something that I find useful, like because like coming into this, I'm so shit at trading meme coins. I didn't really have any edge. So I just tried to like come at it from the angle of like what would help me find coins that I can actually trade and make money at, because there's so much noise in this space, so trying to just limit that noise has been the biggest challenge for me. Like whale moves is really cool. It's really useful. It takes some discretion and some learning. Like I definitely find that it's a scalper's tool. It's really good for those quick sort of in and outs, like less than an hour trades. But then like the trending list, we worked so hard on the trending list. To like, because the thing with the meme coins is it's very hard to surface organic trending coins and filtering all the honeypot shit that is like fake, that's up like 1,000%. So there's so much that goes into these algorithms, queries in order to filter stuff out. And I feel really confident in saying that I think our trending list is the best available. I think we're better than deck screener in filtering out shit now and just giving like quality coins that are worth at least looking at.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think does Deck Screener actually filter much out? Like, there's a little score
mean-
on the bottom of it that says, "Yeah, it might be a rug."
They used to, but I think it's deteriorated somewhat.
Yeah, I think if you pay them enough money, they don't give a fuck, do they?
Exactly. Maybe that'd be my next strategy. Send you send me enough money, I'll boost your coin.
Perfect, mate. Yeah, sign me up. Can you start with Kick, please?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's funny.
But no, man, it's like I mean, I've had a mixed success, to be honest with you, like trying the Discovery and like, oh, sorry, the X-ray, and actually going through it and being like, just finding stuff here and being like, oh, that's where I found diarrhea, and it just made me laugh. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
there was decent volume. We didn't have bubble maps at the time. This is a pretty cool addition, like in terms of like looking at what clusters kind of have ownerships, and all
Yeah.
that, so you can sort of at a glance see if there's like vaguely bundled stuff. I mean, I know it's really complicated as to like if something is actually bundled versus not, etc. But very quick visual cue to kind of see that, and stuff like this, glorious old diamond hands. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's wild. If I ape, it's the top, obviously, but we won't do that just yet.
Yeah. Well, I kind of like that. Well, not that one especially, but anything where the top 10 holders is like 25% is usually good. You just got to front run them. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
So if you look on the right panel in token info, yeah, top 10 holders 25%.
yeah.
That's usually, but this one looks dead already. To be honest, is it on Heaven? Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I mean
yeah,
that's one thing is that Heaven's actually doing all right, isn't it, in terms of like volume?
it is. But I've not seen a coin that's done well yet, other than I think its own coin.
Yeah,
But like, I think, yeah. Oh, have you got it? Have you got it filtered to just Heaven?
yeah, I think so. It's like, oh, Heaven.
I think you've got direct launches on trending list as well. Yeah. It's another nice thing with Discovery page, actually. You can just filter by launchpad. What's this outlier? Oh, this actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad, is it? Pretty much up only.
Yeah, I just bought. See what happens.
Just bought some, did you?
Doc XPT. I did pretty good on Diarrhea Crypto 2025.
Yeah, that is literally it. That is Crypto 2025. I'm gonna have to explain that one to my accountant, aren't I? Oh god. So you
Someone's
shorted
just
Trump
asked.
and long diarrhea. I mean,
Are you still short Trump?
no, I closed it at about like $9 or something. I mean, it was a pretty
Great
fucking
trade.
epic trade, like
Yeah.
$29 to 9 or something.
Uh,
Pretty insane, but it was just going around in circles. Do you know what I mean? It was just a bit like, yeah, I wanted to short it to like $1 or like less than $1, but it would have probably got silly on funding eventually.
it
But
literally looks like it's about to break down to one,
it
honestly.
does, yeah. I mean, I literally shorted it here, like
Yeah.
wherever it was, and I was explaining it to people like that holding that short whilst you basically gave back 50% of your
Yeah.
trade was not fucking easy. But that's probably the biggest conviction trade I've had lately, like in terms of just like a trade thesis that why did you short here, Charlie? It's like, well, because it's fucking downtrending and just literally dying. Like
Yeah.
the market in general had very little momentum here. Like it was kind of like peak euphoria. Everything ran to President's Coin, and then as soon as it started selling off, it was just relentless, right? And yeah, I'll be mildly annoyed that I didn't hold it to $1, but I genuinely think that I don't know what funding's like at the moment. I genuinely think if it got to $1, I probably would have
Yeah.
got fucking annihilated on funding by the time it got there. But it wasn't too bad actually. It wasn't too bad by the time I did close it. But yeah. That's one of my favorite trades. Do you know what I mean? Like, it might not have been like the best trade in terms of like execution and everything, but it's one that'll
Yeah.
stick with me forever, just as in like a big fuck you. And it partly because I missed like the upside run up because I was like, I actually went out of the house on a
Yeah.
weekend. Because one of my friends punted like his entire fucking net worth into it down at like $10 and fucking sold it all at 60 and was like, "Yep, that's me retired." Like, fair play, mate. But yeah.
There's some rumors about Kanye again today. I don't know how true they are.
What, launching a coin or?
Yeah, apparently he followed Ye what was it? I can't remember what it was. Oh, I've lost it now. Fuck's sake. Great info, Jim.
Thanks for the source.
Yeah. But honestly that would be good for the trenches, I think.
Yeah, I think those kind of
Another
things, like when you hit a runner, it just brings back the gamblers, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
and it's the same with like Bonk Fun. As soon as like Useless started running, and I had a big bag of Useless actually. That was a good trade.
Yeah.
I literally, I mean, it was one of the ones that I actually held. I don't really know why. I just liked the idea of the coin. Just it's fucking useless. I ate like way back down here. I bought the top in this little bit here. Uni PCS shilled it in my comments like here at like fucking 0.07, like 7 million market cap or
Oof.
something. And then it just went like that afterwards, and I
Yeah.
was like, I am so glad I didn't fucking like, because I was like, oh,
I
this
mean,
is dead. I'll just fucking sell it. And it's like, nope.
it goes back to what we were talking about earlier about like people complaining about bundled coins and stuff. Like this has been the reason this went so high is because it's massively supply controlled. So, with that in mind, and like the amount of publicity it gave Let's Bonk, it's one of those where
Yeah.
you just gotta do it. It's one of those I didn't buy. It was one of those where I couldn't bring myself to buy it. I'm a like victim of my own fucking like I was like I should buy this because it's only going up, but then my rational risk management brain is like you can't. It's silly.
Yeah, it could just disappear to zero in a single candle. I mean, I
Yeah.
just aped the top, and I was like, right, well, I've written that off mentally now. And then I
Yeah.
just held it for fucking ages, and I was like, this is literally not fucking dipping. It's just not going anywhere. And then as soon as we like lost structure and lost the trend and stuff, I was like, meh, fuck this. I'll just start cutting it and taking out. And as soon as we like dived across these highs, I was like, meh, that's pretty fucked. Like, just
Looks
this.
like a good throwback failure though to me.
Yeah, like this here, Bosch, not
Oof.
great. Like lower high here now, like for me it's like parabolic run up, lower high. That's one like my favorite setup to short. But
Yeah.
I mean I was out like down here somewhere, so yeah. But it turned out to be a fucking good trade. But
Nice.
that was more. Again, I like the name. what an alpha trading fucking.
Well, honestly, like I think that's one of the simplest things to go by on the meme coin front, especially like when it comes to looking at whale moves and stuff. Like if it's got a good name, it just generally has a better chance of at least going a bit higher than usual.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think if you can understand the narrative and understand why other people might like it, then it's very very easy to kind of say, actually, go buy
I
it.
can't believe I told you to buy that kick.
DM for refunds.
I'm gonna lose my job after this.
It's alright, mate. It's just one trade. Don't worry about it. I'm sure I'll survive. You've blessed me with a tax write-off. That's what you've done. Well, it's one of those, mate. Like, is it even? Doesn't really seem to be doing much, does it?
Nah, it's over.
G. Dev sold.
Brett Light asked, "What are your thoughts on MS? What are your thoughts on MSTR?" It's pretty. I didn't particularly like the update to his. I don't even know what you'd call it. That MNAV. Hang on, let me find it.
Yeah, I've brushed it up on not the MNAV thing, but
Yeah, you know that like equity guidance where it was like if it was between 2.5 and 4, they'd opportunistically issue to acquire Bitcoin. Below 2.5, initially they said they wouldn't. They'd just use it to pay interest on debt obligations. But now he's changed it to if it's advantageous, they will, which is kind of bearish in the sense of like. So MNAV 2.5 is at like $600. I think he's kind of saying it's very unlikely to get above $600. And then, like, if it gets below 210, then we could really be in trouble because that's when they'll consider issuing credit to repurchase MSTR. So yeah, I don't particularly like it, to be honest. Not a fan.
I mean, it's pretty wild, isn't it?
This last few weeks has been crazy. Just all these dog shit companies coming out with the same strategy. Definitely quite bearish long term.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know. It's one of the I don't know enough about the structural details of it all in terms of issuing debt and blah de blah, all the MNAV stuff that you were talking about. It just doesn't feel particularly great.
That weekly awesome oscillator looks pretty unawesome, to be honest.
Yeah, it does. It's almost like a really shitty div, but give me that, and it would have just been like, yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just not great, is it? It's like you draw this like parabola, and it's kind of really tough to not just think that this is like the end of it. If I do it properly, and I'm not just a lazy fuck. It's quite hard to actually stretch that and make it look like it's still in a parabola and do my Mooncarl stuff. Like, yeah, it's a bit janky. Not sure you can justify that. But yeah. Is Kobe still living with Jim? I don't think Kobe lives with Jim, but I could be wrong.
No, not that I'm aware of.
He could be in the cupboard or something.
He could.
Does everyone think
Jim still have a girlfriend. Yes, I do. It's a
Ooh.
miracle. It's a miracle. Ask me at the end of a bear market.
Yeah, bull market. Jim's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I thought we were all meant to get them.
Yeah, I know, right? That must mean the top's not in.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure how my wife would feel about it, but does everyone think the treasury companies are going to just hold their assets when they're in the red and they have no income? Yeah, exactly. That's kind of like I don't see them as particularly any different to just retail investors essentially. Buying like it's like the highs of Bitcoin. As soon as they get put under pressure, what are they going to do? Are they actually going to like eat a 50% drawdown? Like, or are they just trying to like play the trend and trade essentially? Like, do they really have like this long-term vision on Bitcoin? Like, I think if they get tested, we'll fucking find out quite quickly. Do you know what I mean? I always thought that the big unwind of this cycle would be like leverage, similar to like FTX, but I actually think it'll just be like a cascade of treasury companies essentially just fucking pouring supply
Well, I
into the
mean,
market.
it's kind of is leverage, isn't it? In a sense.
Yeah, I kind of mean like exchange leverage, I guess, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a different form of it. But yeah, cycles don't repeat, do they necessarily? But they often rhyme.
Yeah.
ETH, please. I mean, there's not really much to talk about on ETH. Like for me, it's pretty much like, or at least for me, like this like 4K level is literally like pivotal. Like this is the weekly chart. 4K is like if you want to remain bullish on ETH, it kind of needs to just hold here. Which, you know, given we've tagged former highs, pretty sensible place for it to come and retest, and then, you know, smash all-time highs, probably pull back, fuck everyone over for a bit, and then go if it's bullish. Like, and if not, then it comes back under here, and we go back to some low. One of these levels, I would imagine.
Kind of think the ETH level's slightly lower. I think 4K is kind of the round number special. I think the level's probably a bit lower into like 38.7, 3800s where the volume's really been done and the wicks are like 4K. Like that's my view. Like if you look on the daily, I don't know, like monthly. But because I kind of feel as though like losing 4K and testing 3700 would scare a lot of people because of that round number sort of mental like psychology. But
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Look,
um, but like I think it'd be awfully hilarious and poetic if ETH ended a really shitty cycle by failing to make an all-time high and then die. that would be
yes,
that would be hilarious.
but not even failing to make it, failing to make it by
Like
like $20
just
or
the fact
something.
every single person in the market has shat on ETH for the last how long has this been going on? Like 2 years? People shitting on ETH. It puts in like what 5 or 6 big weekly candles. Everyone's like it's going to 10K, and then it just fails to make a new all-time high.
Yeah, sometimes the most entertaining outcomes are the actual
Yeah,
other
that
ones,
would
aren't they?
that would
That's
honestly,
wild.
I would enjoy that because I still like I think ETH's still a piece of shit personally.
Yeah.
uh, so yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I think the time of ETH is kind of done. In general, like I think it would be a, you know, decent asset in terms of just playing rotations with decent liquidity and stuff. But you know, the discovery cycle of ETH is kind of, you know, way done. But yeah, it goes back to the thesis earlier around why people kind of go to trenching and why people go to low caps. It's because if you two extra $200 on ETH, you know, ETH hits 10K. Well done. You know,
yeah,
after tax, it's not really going to do much, is it? But yeah.
yeah.
Do people really have a strategy for trading those pump fund coins, or is it just buying and praying? I mean, people definitely have strategies.
There's a strategy. You can find a strategy in anything, like organized chaos. You can find patterns in anything.
Yeah, it really is. I'm not sure what else I really want to cover in terms of like general market. Like general market, most things look pretty bleak. Altcoins look shit. I'm just waiting for reclaims, changes their levels. I've basically taken profits across the board. Like I'm looking for reclaims. Like this was the trade I took on Litecoin, closed it here. I am now literally looking for like reclaims of levels to get long again, which was the trade on the right, like that. that's like literally it. I'm just sat on my hands, just waiting. Do I think this is the low on BTC? Honestly, I've got no fucking idea, and I can't offer anything more than that at this point in time. Like, there's no decent divs. Like some people say, this is a div, but it's kind of like played out quite a lot in terms of like this move almost to 50. Like, it's just not worth trying to jump into a downtrend for me. So yeah, I might just play around a little bit more on trenches.
It's honestly more fun because it just feels like,
Imperfect.
well, it just feels like gambling, really, which is always fun. But I would say, like, if Charlie's looking for Litecoin setups, it's probably worth being a bit cautious about the market generally.
Yeah, this is a fair piece of advice, to be honest. Like, look at it, man. Look at it. Like, look, what the fuck am I running long out of this lot? It's just
What even is that top one?
CTSI. It's just a piece of trash.
What's the red one at the bottom?
That is
Bert.
Bert,
Oh, interesting. That
which
looks
I
quite
have
good.
a fuck ton of. So
Oh,
buy it. So we're bullish Bert on this stream.
let's have a look.
But yeah.
Where's Bert? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It looks like a pretty savage rejection here at the moment, but
Yeah.
we will see.
I don't know. 4 hour it looks okay.
Yeah,
I think I've seen I've seen you and SC post the Bert stuff for like a long time. And like I'm always just like, when something seems rationally sound, it's like usually the ones that just underperform the most in the meme coin stuff.
yeah.
When it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it even has utility, does it? I think if a meme coin has utility, it's like,
Yeah, it's a bit. I know what you mean. You're trying to be more than just a meme coin, but I think it's quite
yeah,
hard to
like
stand
I
out
just
as a meme coin these days.
And then diarrhea will fucking moon 400% and leave Bert, with its tail between its legs.
Yeah, I think it's just like every cycle had like a Doge, a SHIB, etc. I was kind of just I just kept buying more of this, to be honest, instead of like selling it all. I just
Yeah.
bought and bought and bought, and
Is it on any other big exchanges?
not yet.
Not yet. Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm hoping that it just fucking runs, and volume's pretty good. I'm just holding my bag. It's one of those where it's like, if I sell, fucking $1 billion worth of a meme coin again, I'm probably gonna kill myself. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, for mid six figures, like, yeah. I mean, SHIB changed my life, but it's always a bit of a painful, like, here's what you could have had.
Can we look at the SHIB chart? I've not looked at that
Oh,
since
for
like
fuck's sake.
5 years
I
ago.
don't think I've even got it. Oh, I have, apparently.
Wow, what if? Oh my goodness me.
Yeah.
I mean, I just it's coins like this that ruin crypto in a sense of like, there's always going to be some mucky like market maker extracting value out of these shit dead coins that with high market cap. You know what I mean? And it just takes away volume from this. You know what I mean? It's just so saturated with this shit.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. Like, that is absolutely wild, isn't it? Just
Yeah.
puts in whatever in a day, like, or in a couple of days, in a week, 3x in a week,
Yeah.
and then it's just down only as they
Yeah.
unload supply.
And so it'll just
Rinse
be
and repeat.
extracting money for the next year and a half from that one candle.
Yeah, rinse and
That's
repeat. Same again.
gosh.
Gosh.
Yeah.
We're probably due one, actually, aren't we? And obviously it'll be the like bouncing ball. Like, it'll go to like, what have we got? 3x, 2x. So this will be like just 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, classic wit. Ah, nice try. I mean, yeah, again, fucking wild, isn't it? Like, it's wild to think. Do you ever look back at 2021 and just think, like, holy shit, that was that was just insane, wasn't it? Because I know I do.
Insane.
When I was sort of waking up and going, oh, I'll just mint this NFT and be like, oh, I'll just put it on. Oh, there's 60 grand. All right, I'll go back to my game of CS. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You
fuck.
could probably make the case that we're still paying the price for that period as far as like subdued more volatility. I don't know. Like obviously the
Yeah.
market dynamics have changed a lot, but it was just like it was so cracked, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was wild. Like you couldn't miss a day because there'd be a mint, there'd be something, there'd be some
Yeah.
ridiculous easy trade going on. But yeah, here we are a few years later. Still here, still building, still doing
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, I love this market. I'm never gonna leave it. Do you know what I mean? It's just great.
So,
It's so
so
free.
it's still fun, you know. I'll lose 20 meme coin trades in a row, and then you'll get one banger, and you'll just be like, "Yeah, this was fun."
Yeah, exactly. You get a decent dub, and it's like excellent. Um, I'm not sure what else I kind of want to cover on like altcoins or anything. 'Cause I think the altcoin market is just like literally. I genuinely think playing like range reclaims is just we are downtrending at the moment. If we've consolidated and ranged a bit, this is all going down. If we actually put in a higher low, that's the first point I want to take risk on any of these shit coins. Like
Yeah,
there's so many of them. I'm not going to go
it's
through all of them,
it's the
but
gym curse. I swear, I've not done a stream in like I don't know how long, and then they would fucking dump.
yeah, I
Like
know.
it's weird every time breakdown every time. So weird.
I mean, I'll show you the exact moment I landed back in the UK from my holiday. That is not even a joke. Which therefore means, I went away like wherever it was, like here. So I went away, like everything ripped. I came back and literally, like you can fucking see it in the chart. It's not even a meme. Like look at all those little spikes. They're all fucking like vertical triangles. They're just like this. Ah, Charlie's landed. Nope. Fucking sell it off. Yeah, Bert's actually holding up nicely. But yeah, like it's just fucked. Hopefully you're marking the bottom as well though, Jim. This is the bottom now, and we can go up.
Hopefully, hopefully.
Is there anything else on telemetry you want to cover? I'm gonna just show my ref link in the chat because I want people to
Yeah,
just sign up and fucking try it.
yeah, do it. I mean, yeah, like there's going to be plenty of updates coming on the discovery page. You know, I'm basically trying to plan more well moves type tabs so that there's like multiple instances of like lists of to kind of suit different traders. So some that would suit a higher time frame basis or a medium time frame. Like well moves is like I'd say more for scalpers. Um, so yeah, I can't. I don't know. I'm not going to say too many updates because I don't want our competitors to like front runners. But yeah, just give
Yeah,
it a try.
100%.
Like, I think one thing that's impressive for me about telemetry is like we've put in so much work recently on stability and speed, and I really challenge any competitor. I think to like match us on sort of speed um, and stability right now. I think like it's not gone to prod yet, but I was being shown like an update today on chart speed. Like like say you're on the chart page and you're on whale moves. Um, the chart like the update that's coming for charts that they basically load instantly. It doesn't look real. Like it looks like computer it doesn't look real like when this update comes out. So keep an eye on that because it's just like it's just next level. It's next level. Like it's really difficult building like a good, stable, fast platform to accommodate this kind of tomfoolery. And I just think we've done such a good job. I'm really proud to be associated with it. Honestly,
It
And
should
yeah,
be,
I'm just
man. It's
excited.
great. It's
Yeah.
like it's so configurable as well. Like I wish my Bybit UI was the same as this.
Yeah, like the sidebar is just a game changer. Like, can you imagine trading on a centralized exchange and having all this kind of
Yeah, I
info
mean,
at
if I
your
had this
disposal?
with essentially like spaghetti on it, like during the last cycle, it would have just been
Yeah,
absolutely insane. Because that's the equivalent of it, isn't it? Like whale moves, basically, in terms of
yeah,
like, yeah, it would have just been unreal.
yeah,
Whereas what I had to do is look at spaghetti chart, flick to the chart on Bybit, maybe look at Orion Terminal or whatever it is as well, and you've got all this fucking mess like going on, looking between three different screens, trying to
yeah,
execute, blah de blah. Yeah, it's so difficult. You got so much at your fingertips,
yeah.
and it's just smooth.
No, it is, and it's maintained its legibility, I think, which is another key thing. Like, it's still clean. I've used products where they just feel so busy and there's so many icons and flashing lights, and quite hard to kind of understand what you're trying to find and do. So I kind of like the simplicity of it as well.
Yeah,
But yeah,
100%.
lots more to come. Really excited. Yeah. So everyone should go check out Telemetry through Charlie's link.
Yeah, check it out and sign up. Get on here. And if you are
Yeah.
trading on Sol, you might as well do it anyway. Because I see
Yeah, you
these
might as well.
these points. I don't know what they mean,
I,
but
it's no different to any other trading. Like, if you used to tune into me back in the day on my sort of, um, my process to finding a strategy, sizing small, taking, kind of front testing and taking loads of small trades and journaling, it's no different. And you'll find patterns, a lot of the patterns are around like expectancy of like what, like the market cap levels that these coins kind of top at and stuff. You can find a lot of edge to extract there. There's nice little pockets and windows between specific market caps that are like really good for scalping. And it's amazing how, like, if you're really disciplined, I'm not disciplined because I'm just gambling, to be honest, at this stage, because I just enjoy clicking. But you can build a really nice little system here and kind of scalp. I think you can scalp, like, people sniff at like little 2x's and stuff now, because obviously the outsized gains that came from the meme coins earlier in the cycle were just so outlandish. But like, a 2x is a 2x. You're not going to get 2x at any stage in the day on anything that you look at on TradingView and trade on Bybit or whatever. So
yeah, true. And if you do, it's going to be pretty tough.
yeah, exactly.
It's not going to be like one buy, one sell.
Yeah,
It's probably a multitude of trades over time. But yeah, cheers for coming on, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you. An
yeah,
absolute
good
pleasure
to
to chat markets with you. I've
It's been a while.
missed your voice.
Yeah, cheers, mate. You too. And yeah, I'll try and do a bit more in the future, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to come on again in a couple of weeks or a few weeks time, when there's a couple more updates and a few things, like, I know a few things that are in the pipeline and stuff, and if you want to, go through a couple of features that are being deployed,
Yeah,
then you're always welcome, of course.
yeah, sounds fun. And if you guys test the platform and there's like things that you think would be cool or would be helpful to you, you can always just at me on Twitter. I always check Twitter. I don't check DMs, but you can always just at me and I'll see it. So if there's anything cool you think would be a good addition, I'm always receptive to people's ideas. So
Yeah, or you can DM me, because I do try and read my DMs unless the first words are, "Hey, I'm from BitUnix" or something, or the
that's why I
400th
turned mine off.
representative
Mine's
from
like
XC.
Mine's always like, my sister's fallen and her leg's about to be amputated. Can you send me 20 soul? And it's like, what?
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? It's like, yeah, I would love to give you $1,000, mate, or $10,000. Like, I definitely haven't got people that I'd rather give that money to in my life. Like, just
Yeah.
it's
I
wild.
had that guy for a while sending his actual electricity bills as well. Like, it was like this proof of my debt. I'm like, I know, I believe you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but anyway, um,
Yeah. I
yeah.
mean, I love that. Can you pay my electricity bill now, actually, Jim?
Well, I kind of owe you it after that kick trade. Send me your addy after this
Yeah,
stream.
I'm gonna download the last like 3 months of my electricity bill. Oh, but no, man, it's been great, and thank you all for coming and attending. Sorry, the market's a bit shocking. Hopefully, I'll
Bit
have a few more.
imperfect.
Yeah, hopefully, I'll have a few more trade ideas and setups as we kind of shift around. Um, but like, yeah, this is just not looking particularly joyous at this point in time. So, yeah, we'll wait for a bid to turn up and join a rotation and join the next leg of the market. And in the meantime, this is the time to test new products, test strategies, build, or go out and live life. You know, whichever your choice. I will
Yeah, that's
leave.
always fun. Sorry, I'll shut up now.
No, mate, no. Jump in. I was gonna say, do you want any final words, final thoughts, Jim? Any round trip, take profit kind of style quotes?
Honestly, nah. Just yeah. I've just go have fun. Honestly.
100%. Right, well, cheers, everybody. Have a great evening, and I will love you and leave you and see you next week. Au revoir.